thank you for joining us. Tell us your name, how long you've been with Prince of Peace, and why you decided to join this church.
I am Marilyn Franz, and snowbirded for quite a few years, but permanently since 2006 in Largo. And I came to this church after church shopping, like a lot of people do. But when I came and heard the organ and the choir and a special Art for Faith's Sake program with our lovely Dawn years back, I knew this is where I needed to be. And I'm not a Lutheran, so it was a big change in my life.
Well, we're sure glad you decided to choose us as a church, and you certainly bring a breath of fresh air with what you do here. And tell us a little bit about that. Other than attending the services, have you found other ways to take part in the discipleship here? I do. I've sung in the choir from day one. Bell player at this point for off and on, probably for 10 years. I work with the gardening group, Gardening Angels, on Tuesday morning, 7 o'clock. I never thought I'd get up and pull a weed at 7 o'clock in the morning, but I'm doing that. You're not the only one that's told us that, by the way.
Really, I'm sure. Tom?
Tom, yes.
Well, Tom's a great leader. So we have a great time working 2 hours in the morning every Tuesday.
Why in the world would you get out of bed to be here at 7 o'clock in the morning to pull weeds and
I ask myself the same thing every week. And I'm not always here at 7. They know that I might roll in about 20 after or 7:30 or something. But
well, what kind of satisfaction do you get out of doing that?
It's wonderful. This is my place, and the garden is my place. And to have seen that develop from an old playground with an old tree that would have had to come down, and that garden is just, it makes my heart feel good.
So God's house is your house as well.
This is my home. And more particularly since my husband passed away 8 years ago, this is my family. I have a family somewhere else, in lots of places, but this is my family, and I love being here.
And a big part of what you do is to reach out to other families and, more importantly, individuals in need with the prayer ministry and sending out notes of encouragement. Tell us about that.
The prayer chain, I inherited that from Carol Milkspa about a year ago. She had people on their computer, and she also had a phone message system. And I said, well, if I'm going to take it over, I just want to do it on an email. I want to be able to communicate with people anytime, day or night, and I don't want to have to wait for a phone call or have them call. So I've got about 30 people I coordinate on the prayer chain on email.
And without violating anybody's privacy, can you give us a sense of what are the kind of things that people ask you to pray for?
I just talked to her, is having surgery first thing tomorrow morning. She has to be at Morton Plant, 5:30 in the morning. Her son is here. She needs our prayers. She needs to know that we are all with her. It has also made my life so much richer and you're right, we don't put people's private stuff out there, but people are in need for whatever reason, sickness or having trouble with their families, or basically it's surgery. Someone has passed on. We've had 5 families this week and last week, grieving families in this congregation. And we're praying for them.
Does it give you comfort to help those folks through their difficult times?
It does. It does. Very
How does that work?
Well, I guess I've never been very sure of myself in my own prayer. I'd never set time away to pray every day or to read the Bible, but this is a way that I feel that I can connect with people and to bring them some sort of comfort and include 30 people, not only our pastors, but our people in the office, MJ, Kristen, Sean. They're all part of that email group. And some people respond, okay, I'm praying, and I pass that on to the people. But it's just I think a wonderful, wonderful ministry. And we would like to expand on that. So that's where we are right now.
And it sounds to me like you don't do this because the pastors say, well, you need to engage in discipleship. You do it because it's in your heart, and this is what your faith
It's
helps
become
tell
that
you to
way.
do.
I think I just picked it up because someone else had done it for a while and found a way that this is how we can communicate with people.
And if others hear your message and would like to get involved in this,
They can let Kristen know in the office. Just say, I want to be on the prayer chain, not on the prayer chain to pray for you, but on the prayer chain to pray with other people for you or for our congregation in any way. And I will be very happy to add you to my list.
we'd be happy to have people added to your list as well.
Very, very much so.
Well, thank you for all you do, Marilyn. And thank you for being with us today.
It's a pleasure.